Well, I said I was gonna tell you about the psych ward, and I'm gonna do it. Admitted myself to the Mercy Hospital psych ward. Saturday, June 17th. Before going in, excuse me, my nose itches. It's not a booger, maybe, but I think it's just itches. It just itches. Before going in, I wrote down a list of, what is this a list of? Just my symptoms, my current symptoms. Okay, that's just a list of the symptoms I was having when I went in. And then on the other side of the page is a little diatribe labeled, "Why I Hate Antidepressants." I knew they were going to put me on something. I mean, come on. All this. Why I hate antidepressants. The 6 symptoms I had, according to myself at this time: chronic daily headaches, severe depression, constant anxiety, strong daily suicidal urges, MS with assorted symptoms, and uncontrollable anger. Interesting. Yep, I guess that's about right. The constant obsession with suicide was really the main focus, but it was number 4 on the list. Why I hate antidepressants. They have consistently caused ongoing physical and psychological symptoms that oftentimes only worsen with time, especially the psychological ones. I have strong changes to my personality, and oftentimes the depression and violent urges only increase. When I'm on antidepressants, they chemically force me into atheism, which is not my typical state of existence, and that leaves me feeling uprooted and lost. That's quite eloquent for the most part. That's really very well put. And I vaguely remember trying to relay that to the main psych doctor, but no matter. I'm on lithium, and there we are. It seems, so far it seems amazing. In some ways. In some very important ways. But we're talking about the psych ward. Some of the staff would take pens, and you weren't allowed to have pens, no pens. But my main psych doctor was encouraging me to keep a journal. But I was hiding, it was this pen, and nobody really cared. I mean, in the end, there were pens floating all around, but sometimes they were contraband. And I would hide this pen amongst my soft markers, which were allowed. Oh shit, the cats are fucking the house up. God damn it. Every time I try to shoot a new installment for this video journal, something goes wrong. Ah shit. Technical problems. 10:50 p.m. I'm back in this psych ward! Exclamation point. My ex-girlfriend wanders into the room unexpectedly. I have a lot of anxiety. Is that a sign? Am I not to make these? I don't know. Well, I'm trying again. I'm trying again, even so. Okay, so it's Friday. I'm about to go to work. It's been a week back. After the psych ward, I've now had a week back at work. Jules, get out. Get out. Get out. It's been hard. It's been difficult, but the suicidal thoughts, the hell out of my room. The suicidal thoughts have been switched off. Excuse me. Not entirely, by any means, but the vast majority of them, I hardly even remember to think of it. Whereas before, I couldn't not think about it all the time, every day. It is still quite a relief to not constantly have that gnawing at my mind. I never heard voices. They kept asking me that in the hospital. But no. Never heard voices. Never saw hallucinations. And that's that. I'm trying to meet this young woman on the internet. I've been trying to get her to respond to me. No luck so far. Yesterday, I drafted a very carefully worded letter to my internet dream girl. And then I got help revising it and editing it from a very helpful friend. But apparently, working on it, helping me with it, drove her to the brink of exhaustion. Sorry about that. I think the note turned out fine. I sent it today. She responded quite quickly, which was very surprising to me because she hadn't responded to either of my previous messages. All she said in the response was, "Wow, that's long," as in the note that I had written her. That's long. And then she said that she's trying to delete herself off of this dating website, and that dating is exhausting and disappointing. Then she closed with, "I'll try to read that later." What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to start playing open mics and wooing the gals with my sexy baritone. I could do that. It works. But I'd rather not. I'm blue of Christmas without you. I'll be so blue. I'm just thinking about you. That's all. Today is Saturday, June 30th, 7:25 p.m. I just got home from having a swimming party with my sister and my nieces. It was fun. It was nice. Swimming in somebody's private backyard pool. It's breaking all the rules for my new lithium medication. You can see, maybe you can see, I've got a little bit of a sunburn. I'm supposed to avoid the sun, and I'm supposed to not drink alcohol. And I did drink alcohol, and I did get sun. But it was fun. It was a good time. I was out there for a long time, actually, like 7 hours. Wasn't swimming the whole time. Enough of the time. I'm still a little bit drunk. Okay. How are my MS symptoms? I've forgotten to mention... excuse me, I've forgotten to... I've forgotten to keep you all pretend people up to date on my MS symptoms. Well, since you ask, I now have tingling and muscle weakness on my right side. Well, my right arm and hand. My hand is really tingly, It's hard to play guitar because I can't feel the strings. And my arm is weak. When I do my weightlifting, my right arm will just like suddenly go dead sometimes. However, my balance is still off on the left side in terms of my left ankle. Still seems a little weird and wobbly, so whatever, I guess we're just spreading it out. Got a little going on each side. The most annoying symptom I have currently is this constant itchy feeling. I've got constant itchiness. This has been going on for some weeks now. The itchiness moves around. It's kind of an itchy burning sensation. And it doesn't correlate to any kind of rash or real ailment. It's just a nerve thing. It's just an imaginary itch. A burning itch. It's annoying. I guess it's a symptom. I guess it's a rare symptom of MS. Voila! I had a fun time at my pool party with my family today. It's Monday, July 2nd, 7:16 in the evening. It's too hot all the time, every day, all the time. It's too hot. It's too hot to do anything. It's too hot to exist. It's too hot to function. It's too hot for me to function as a human being. It's too hot. Tuesday, July 3rd, 1:35 p.m. It's still ghastly, ungodly, horrendously hot. Last night I got a sliver in this fingernail. It went right up. I mean, it was just a little tiny one, but it went right up the fingernail. It hurt so bad. The lithium is not doing it for me anymore. Not at all. Not even close. I am back to hating life, being in a constant state of aggravated anxiety, nervous and irritated all at once. I'm back to feeling like this. Which is not how I was feeling for all of a week or something. Maybe a little over a week. Thanks a lot, psych ward. The main psych doctor that I saw this time and 2 years ago at the psych ward, both times she asked me, "Isn't there anything that you're grateful for?" And both times it struck me as a slightly absurd question, but I couldn't think of a way to make it clear why that was so in my mind. But I thought of a good analogy. Well, this most recent time in the psych ward, I was able to convey to her pretty clearly, yes, there's things I'm grateful for, but that doesn't mean I want to live. Just because I appreciate these things that make life so much less worse than it could be, so much less worse, that doesn't mean that I want to keep playing. 'Cause I don't! The analogy I thought of, it's like this. When I spent a night in jail, I was the only one in the cell who had found the only available piece of garbage is what it was. It was an old abandoned paper cup, a little tiny old abandoned paper cup. But that was the only receptacle, other than the toilet, in the cell for all 12 of us or whatever. So I was very fortunate to have this little piece of garbage to put water in, and at least one other cellmate asked to borrow my water cup. My point being, I was very grateful to have that little paper water cup that someone else had discarded and none of the thuggish guards had removed from the cell. I was very grateful to have it. It did not make me want to stay in jail. I wanted to leave. Does that make sense? Here's a little bit of a funny story. I just wanted to remember it because it's a little bit funny. Of a coincidence or whatever you like to call it. Alright. It goes like this. So I'd already signed up for that one dating website just to specifically meet a specific particular person who never responded to me. Well, not really. Then I was told that I was on the dumb person dating website and I needed to join the smart person dating website. So I did. I was thinking about updating my profile today. Actually, I think I did update it a little bit. I was thinking about putting something mean, which is never a good idea, but something about how I find most people very boring. So, please, no bores. Now that's funny because I didn't put that. I didn't change it to say that. And then what should happen? But just this evening, I get a message from a new user on the website who describes herself as very boring. I just find that's funny. That's funny. That's a funny coincidence. What the hell's life for if not funny coincidences? Nothing. Jack squat. My mom's freaking out because I'm going downhill so fast again. She's getting me emergency psychiatric appointments and such. This in turn is freaking me out. I mean, it's understandable. It's sweet. And I appreciate it on one level. And she has to take me to all these goddamn appointments because Lord knows I don't drive a car. Nobody else is gonna take me. A lot of appointments to go to. I already had a lot of appointments to go to. Now I have a lot more to go to. I hate appointments. I hate them. Doctors are not my favorite people. I'm lost for words. Life, it's such a bother. What do you people like about it so much? Why are you so into this? Sunday, July 8th, 2:21 p.m. Last night, my ex-girlfriend roommate gave me a haircut. Pretty cool, right? Oh yeah. So much better for the summertime. Ooh. What's new? After an emergency appointment with one of my shrinks and some blood work to check my levels, I have been okayed to raise the lithium. What this effectively means is that now, from this bottle of lithium pills that I already have, I'm allowed to take 3 pills a day instead of 2 pills a day. That's been, I think this is my 3rd day with these new giant levels of lithium. I don't feel any different so far. I think it's quite interesting that the lithium dramatically changed my brain, my thoughts and moods for all of a week. And now it seemingly does nothing at all. Fascinating. Maybe we'll raise it some more, maybe it'll start doing something again. I don't know. As of right now, I think suicide is a lovely option. I think it's a fantastic idea. Really, I do. I can give you so many reasons why I think suicide is to die for, as they say. And the only reasons I can give against it, same old, I don't want to bum out the handful of people who would be bummed out, mostly my mom, of course. No, that's about it. I mean, as far as reasons go. Oh, well, you know, there's always the most slight chance that something fun and interesting could happen. And I might miss it if I was dead already. But really, who cares? Being dead sounds pretty damn fun. I don't think living can hold a candle to being dead. That's my own personal feeling on the subject. People say to me, oh, but you're so lucky. You've got a job. You've got a house. Yes. Don't you understand? I don't want to live in this world. I hate this world. I hate living in this world. I don't want to be a part of your society. I don't want a job. I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to earn money to buy things, to play your real live global Monopoly game. You stupid, mindless, capitalist drones! I don't want to live in this world! Cheers. Oh yeah. I finally heard back from, what's her name? On the internet. It was a 1-sentence reply after like a week of silence or something. The entire message was, all this is a little too creepy. Boom. That was the whole of the response to the long romantic messages written by me and my friend. For the record, I can see how they may have been a little bit creepy. You know, total stranger getting these long messages, whatever. Could be a little bit creepy. They would have been so much more creepy if my friend hadn't been editing them for me. She made the messages about 10 times less creepy than they would have been had I sent them on my own. I don't mind being shot down, as it were. I'd pretty much lost interest in pretending to date on the internet already. That only kept my attention for a week, something like that. My friend, she was really offended that this young woman found us creepy. I say us. I mean, obviously, as far as this mystery woman is concerned, it's just me, because she doesn't know I had help writing these things. I didn't tell her that. But anyway, my friend, she was quite offended, called this young woman all kinds of names, which I find funny. Because as I say, it really doesn't bother me. I'm kind of done with that for now. Maybe I'll stalk somebody else on the internet later on. We'll find out. Will we? Who gives a shit? Exactly. The lithium's not working. Why is it 2 fingers in Britain? Why? What's that mean? I don't understand the difference.
American aquarium drinker, I assassin down the avenue. I'm hiding out in the big city blinking. What was I thinking when I let go of you? Let's forget about the tongue-tied lightning. Let's undress just like cross-eyed strangers. This is not a joke, so please stop smiling. What was I thinking when I said it didn't hurt? I wanna glide through those brown eyes dreaming. Take it from the inside, baby, hold on tight. You were so right when you said I've been drinking. What was I thinking when we said goodnight? I am trying to break your heart. I am trying to break your heart. Still I would be lying if I said it wasn't easy. I am trying to break your heart. I always thought that if I held you tightly, you'd always love me like you did back then. Then I fell asleep and the city kept blinking. What was I thinking when I let you back in? Disposable Dixie cup drinker, I assassin down the avenue. I've been hiding out in the big city blinking. What was I thinking when I let go of you? What was I thinking when I let go of you? What was I thinking when I let go of you? I am trying to break your heart. I am trying to break your heart. I am trying to break your heart. I am trying to